recently said that the VC industry has changed more since the inception of the firm in 2009 than in the prior 30 years. Let's talk about how our firm has evolved alongside that. What's been our Act 1, our Act 2, and where are we now?
So Act 1, we were walking into VC that hadn't changed. And one of the key things about it, if you looked at venture capital, it was the only asset class that had the same managers persistently being at the top. So anything else, it kind of rotated out every 5-10 years. The best mutual fund manager would change, or the best bond manager or whatever, best real estate guys. But in venture capital, the same firms that were the top firms in 1978 were the top firm in 2009. And the reason for that was the top tier firm got first pick on every deal. And so the whole thing that we faced walking into that was, how do we get to the top tier? Because otherwise there was no reason to be in the business, because you wouldn't get any returns. The same teams get the #1 pick in the draft every year. And so our idea, that was the goal. And we had, we were coming from product companies, so we looked at it through the product lens. And we said, okay, venture capital is a really good product. Top tier venture capital is a really good product for LPs, but a really kind of mediocre product for entrepreneurs. And so we thought about, being entrepreneurs. We had been customers of venture capital. We knew what the product was. It was, you get a very smart person on your board. They have very interesting things to say for your first 5 times you talk to them, and then you've heard it. And so that we were like, okay, that's kind of underwhelming given how hard it is to build a company. So our idea was to create a platform that enabled a founder to evolve into becoming a CEO. And there were many parts to that, but a lot of it comes down to, what makes you, feel like a CEO? What gives you the confidence that you can actually run a company when you don't know how to? And that became the networks that we built. Like, how can I call any CEO? How can I call any executive? How can I, get to the U.S. government if I need to? How do I feel like, I've got a network like Bob Iger, even though, I just started a company and I'm an inventor? And so that was kind of how we went about constructing the platform. And then the other part of it was, okay, is there somebody who knows how to do this job that can help me? And we brought in a lot of CEOs into the firm, and then, of course, I wrote the book on, like, okay, this is how you do it, and so forth. And so that was the original product.